Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of the Mission Matters Business Podcast, your source for all things business. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres. Keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, missionmatters.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today I have Patrick T. Murphy on the line. He's founder and partner over at Agility Launch. Patrick, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Adam. Appreciate it very much.
So excited we got some news to talk about today. So you're doing an 11 a.m. coffee break challenge. We're going to leave a little cliffhanger there for the audience because I want to get into that and tell them what that's all about. But before we do, let's get into what you're doing over at Agility Launch. Tell us a little bit more about your company, please.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. So Agility Launch is for digital marketing, helping companies with their digital marketing and media buy. My partner in Agility Launch has done $39 million in sales in digital marketing, and it's really on the top 1% funnel builders I consider at least in the world. So we're able to help. The last client we took from $15,000 a month to $210,000 a month, which was a luxury watch e-commerce company. So we help through funnels and media buy to help companies go to the next level and achieve those types of sales.
Man, that's awesome. Where do you find companies often go? I've seen people try to go digital before and not do it right. And where do you find, and then they kind of get a bad taste in their mouth, or they're like, oh, it didn't work. Where do you find companies normally go wrong with either their mindset or with their strategy and trying to go digital?
Wow, that's such a great question. In fact, one of the things my focus right now is helping people launch into the digital world. So my partner's kind of with the higher level. I'm helping him, but I'm helping people that are brand new to digital marketing, and because so many people are working from home. And it's funny you mentioned that because I just wrote a 21 things to say no to. It's a PDF in my Facebook group, 21 things to say no to when you're launching your digital business. And because I start with a quote from Warren Buffett where he says, you know, the wealthiest and the most successful people say no to almost everything. And when you try to launch in the digital world, there's an information overload. There's so much to weed through that so many people for that reason go wrong. I think because they're not connected to the right people, the right areas. So that question is everything I'm focusing on right now.
Man, that's awesome. Let's talk about like expectations for people in the digital world, because I think the other wrong thing is that people have this maybe, and this is I think it's probably inherited from, let's say, 10, 15 years ago, like when, you know, with all the get rich quick guys, we didn't have social proof, we didn't have social media, we didn't have all that stuff. So I think there's still some bias towards people really thinking about how digital works. They just think, oh, Amazon, yeah, that's e-commerce, and oh, they have physical products, but I don't sell physical products. I have a service, so that's not for me. But I've found it's completely wrong. Could you comment on that a little bit?
Yeah, look, any business today can work in the digital world. In fact, because of the current situation, the digital revolution has been pushed up 10 years. You have to get involved in digital, even if it's just marketing or some type of digital business, if you're going to be successful today. So, and again, it's all about, I think, being pointed in the right direction, not wasting a lot of time, and that's kind of what we're focusing on now. And, you know, I focus, a big focus of mine is the funnel movement, I call it. Really, the founder is Russell Brunson from ClickFunnels, so I base a lot there because he's the one who created the movement, created the teaching. I call him a synthesizer. In a recent article I wrote, just like someone like Stephen Covey is a synthesizer of all the time management movement before him, Russell Brunson synthesizes all of this digital advertising and marketing in a very, very powerful system. And that's why I try to point people in the right direction. That's help them so they won't get lost in the maze of all those gurus that are out there that you mentioned.
All right, Patrick, let's get into this. So the 11 a.m. coffee break challenge. Speak to me.
Yeah, so basically what I'm going to do is, because people are working from home, the idea is, look, we're going to have 11 a.m. coffee break challenge. You come, and within 30 days, we're going to try to help you make a sale online through a digital business or digital marketing. So just basically a half-hour talk where I'm giving them, answering questions and presenting different things. I'm also be available to people after. I'm going to offer a lot of free, free phone conversations where I help them get started, but it's going to be based off of the 11 a.m. We're going to start officially April 6th because that's actually also the day of the One Funnel Away Challenge, the next 30-day One Funnel Away Challenge from ClickFunnels. So I'm going to talk a lot about what they're talking about during that challenge too. So people can go to the challenge, they can come to the 11 a.m. coffee break, get all the ideas, tips, have their questions answered. And again, the idea is to help them launch, make some money within 30 days and be well on the road toward a digital business or a very strong digital marketing strategy.
No, it makes total sense. And I don't know if I would call myself an early adopter to digital, but I feel like I had my first digital product or online course probably, I don't know, like maybe 4 or 5 years ago. And I remember launching, I thought it was the most amazing thing to be able to create this course, this content, and to be able to exchange it, have value, and really change people's lives. So now, obviously, my whole focus is podcasting and what we do on the podcast. And I do still have a digital product course. I have a podcast school, so full school, 77 plus videos. I mean, it's pretty intense, but it's a real, you change people's lives. Now I see when these podcasts are launched and all the other things happen, it's like it just changes things in your perspective. So the reason I tell my story is because anybody out there that's listening that's wanted to do maybe a digital product and or school or something else like that, like you don't know how much you're going to help people with that. Like the people that you help, the people that take your school, you add value, you can change their lives. Like when I think about some of the people that have gone through what we're doing and launched their podcast, I'm like, this is amazing. Like if you think about multiplying like good in the world, I'm only one person. I don't care if I was podcasting 24 hours a day, I probably couldn't do much more than I do now. We release like 70 a week. So I probably can't go too far over 100 as my bandwidth. But if I can teach 100 people to do one per week and then 1,000 people to do one per week, look how much good you spread. Like that's the whole point, and that's what I want to get through to people listening to this, that if you have something of value that people want to learn from and that they're willing to exchange, money for, it's not just about the money. It's about you have the opportunity to change their life, whether you're a coach, whether you're teaching people speaking, whether you're teaching, in this case, what Patrick's doing and helping people with funnels, that's a big deal. He's creating a whole other economy and opportunity for small business owners. So I love it, Patrick. I love what you guys are doing. So that being said, you're starting, give me let's make, I know everybody was not taking notes the first time. So what I want to do is I want to circle back, Patrick, to how do people get in the coffee break challenge? How do they get more information on Agility Launch? Let's give all that information again, please.
Awesome. Appreciate it. So the Facebook group is called Work From Home Solutions by Agility Launch. Work From Home Solutions by Agility Launch. You'll find that. Go ahead and connect to the Facebook group. All the information will be there. My email is patrick@agilitylaunch.com. patrick@agilitylaunch.com. You can connect with me there as well. But once you connect to the Facebook group, I'll have all the other information for the coffee challenge, for all the other things we're offering, and love to have people join and excited about it. And love everything you said, Adam. I agree with you 100%.
Man, that's awesome. Well, Patrick, looking forward to hearing more about your launch and everything else you're doing. And thank you again for coming on the podcast today. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast. Leave me a review on the Apple iTunes Store. If you're watching this on our YouTube channel, Mission Matters Business, definitely give us a subscribe there. But also leave us some comments in the video. Love to know what kind of things and businesses you're working on and what you're up to. Don't let the conversation end here. Let's keep it going on the YouTube community. And Patrick, thanks again for coming on.